Well, the motor teardown begins.
So if you guys didn't watch my previous video, this is the engine out of my 71 HQ Holden, and I think I've smoked 2 rings in it. These two guys here, because this breather was sooting something horrible, and I think what happened, I had 2 plug leads that weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing and washed the bores out. And I would like a little bit more horsepower because it's got the standard junk. Look at the size of them. Like, what's going on here, man? Like, there's just the shitty smog era GM heads.
Big reason this motor been pulled out is because it would go through oil probably about half a litre every 500 k's, which really, that's something that's not good. Like, I can put up with an engine that's a bit underperformed or something like that, but I'm just putting in that much oil. It's like, nah, man, not good. So accessories and that sort of thing off, and then we'll get to see what's really going on inside that motor.
Well, all inside the motor looks pretty much the same as how I put it together. Probably got 4,000 k's on it. Got an oil leak out here, it's very wet. See, the gasket's dry and then it goes really wet right at the back, and you can kind of see that it's just making a mess. More reasons to do what I'm doing. Yeah, continue on, let's see what's under that intake manifold. So now I've got the intake manifold off. It all looks fairly clean, but something I'm not super keen about. That's silver. Engine oil is not supposed to look like that. What's going on? Guess we have to keep digging to find out. Something else that's a bit concerning is there's one crossover block off. Where's the other one? It's not on the manifold. I don't know where it went. There's only one place for it to go. I think. I don't know. So yeah, the motor is not very happy. We'll pull the cylinder heads off. That might tell us some more, but like, wow, that is just... It ran fine. But like, I don't know, man. Like... So before I crack the cylinder heads off, I'd loosened all the push rods so when I undo the bolts, the tension on the springs doesn't pop it off, so it's controlled. That's all I was doing then. Well, we got one cylinder head off, and my bores look like mirrors, which is not good. That's not supposed to be like that. Like, no, that's not good. Well, next one. I'm sure we're going to see the same thing. So we're about to see what under this one looks like. So just crack it, find a gap, and warp your cylinder head. Come on. Oh man, what's going on? Right, here we go. Got to do the push rod juggle, try and not drop them all over the floor. Come on, take it. Okay, stay in there. Aha! Pretty much the same as the other side. I hope that's not water from something else. Just taking the head off. I think it is. Why is that one so clean? Oh, it's cleaner than the rest. Right, there we go. That's what the cylinders look like. Look at this cylinder here, guys. We got carbon. Like, what's going? This is a lot, and it's the oily one as well. Like, which cylinder was that? That's that one there. It's very clean in the piston, but the chamber doesn't look amazing. Right, we'll now flip it over and get to the bottom end and see what's going on with those bearings, and might explain some metal. Thought I'd show you guys this before we get to the next bit. So I've just thrown the heads back on again with some rags in cylinder 1 and 6, just because they go up and down on the same point in the stroke. And when we're taking the balancer off, make sure to use the center bolts, not the one out of this rubber ring here, because this will just twist away from it and pull itself apart. Last thing before we check the bottom end out, these lifters, make sure they go back in the exact same spot they come out when you put the engine back together again. I'll probably be reusing them because I think they're good. The cam's not making any noise, it's a solid cam. And make sure they're designated to each and every one a hole that they come out of. Well, it looks very clean, which is good. Who knows what's going on? We'll punch a piston out and see what's going on, and then continue on to the rest, and because metal's coming from somewhere. All the lifters from our cam look really good, which is awesome. So that's not where it's coming from. It's coming from somewhere else. So I've gone ahead and whipped this cap off, and it looks alright. Metal's not coming from there. That looks fairly normal. Actually looks pretty not bad. There's a bit of shit in there, but like everything looks fairly good. I've seen way worse than that, but we'll continue on. There's going to be something bad somewhere. So that's all the pistons out, and there's nothing that's suspect except that one there had a big piece of shit go through it, but they're all still silver colour, so, but yeah, nothing looks out of the ordinary yet. Well guys, I'm hoping you can see this, but these bearings here are smoked. That's probably where all of, oh where are we? That's coming from. Like, yeah, there you go. That's probably where that's coming from. So, guessing that's what it is. I'm guessing that's what the other two look like. Just I need to pull off the rear main seal and the cam and the timing gear, but that probably explains a bit. So I've had a look at this motor a bit better, and we've got a ridge at the bottom and the top, and you can see I've put the hone there, and this thing's cooked. I think it needs a bore. It's already at 40, so some 60 thou, hopefully it cleans up. That ain't good. So we found out, well, I already knew this, but I already remembered it. This is a one-piece rear main seal, so you take the flex plate off to get the seal off, to pull the crank out, and the stand's in the way, so you have to lift the motor up off. Just me pumping, you know. So I got the thing completely stripped down, and the bearings in the block don't look as bad as the ones in the shells. Well, they're looking pretty average, but these look not too bad. So, you know, you might be able to save it, but the block, the fact there's a ridge at the bottom, is not great. Yeah, he was playing with that. That'll be it for today's video. So that's a complete teardown. It's going to need some work, but should be savable. It's all good. Well, it ran okay, but not amazing. Well, we'll see you next time.